on, guys? Tech Gamer Pro here, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm gonna be sharing with you a little bit of my story that happened about yesterday, around in the afternoon, around 6 o'clock, somewhat about that time. So it took place at 6 o'clock. What happened, the actual big thing happened at 6 o'clock. So let me tell you a little bit about exactly from start to finish. So at the starting, I was I came at home from school. It was we had early dismissal day, at 11:38. I'm in middle school, so our school timings end at 11:35. At 11:35. So I got home around 12 due to lots of traffic. Everyone hates traffic. Come on, everyone got this. Everyone hates traffic. Period. Yeah. Everyone hates traffic. Everyone hates to get stuck in traffic. So yeah, and not to note the dumb drivers. Yeah. So getting back to the story, what happened was, I was at home. So I finished my live stream. I actually started my live stream at 2 o'clock. I told everyone in my school at a live stream. Had a good time. I finished my live stream around 2:45, somewhere around that time. So after I finished that live stream, I was I'm kind of bored. What should I do? So I went downstairs, went into the garage, and I was I want to do something with my bike. I was kind of bored, and I was thinking at the same time, I was what should I do with my bike? I want to do a modification to my bike. So I was yeah, and I did that. I did a modification to my bike. So my modification was that, my idea was to tape up my front handlebar and add this it was a camera mount, and add a camera mount to it. I was okay, there's this rod camera mount, it's something for drummers use to put on their a stand on their drum set and stuff, on their drum rack, all that stuff. I have a whole drum set, so I was yeah, and I had this extra part. I was okay, why not put that on my bike? So I did. It fitted perfectly, somewhat how. So it fitted perfectly, and me being the idiot, I didn't know how far my tire would go. So my tire, it has kind of these shocks going on. So it has this shock system. So it can handle small bumps, but not really hard bumps. So I put it kind of down low, and I was okay. So I built that. Right after I built it, I put it down, duct taped it, did all that. Cool. So around 6 o'clock, actually no, around 4:30, I texted him, hey dude, wanna come ride our bikes together? He's yeah, sure. And so we got our bikes, went out, and I kind of went for a test run, just a little bit, with my phone, just a little, a tiny test run. Wasn't even too major, just wanted literally kind of around the neighborhood, but not really too far. But at the same time, I'm it wasn't too major. So I just recorded a small clip, came back, cool. Okay, right after that, he came over around a 6, somewhere around 6 o'clock, something like that. He came over. He was okay, let's go ride our bikes. So I was yeah, sure. So I was hey dude, wanna go around the neighborhood? So yeah, and he's yeah, sure. I checked in with my mom. She's yeah, okay. She said be careful. I was yeah, I'll be careful. I'll just be careful. So then we went around the neighborhood. Okay, that was awesome. We went around the neighborhood. We had a good time. Then right after that, we came back. Just told my mom we were back, and then I told her let's go to the park behind our house. She's okay. He's okay, be careful. She said okay, just be careful, and yeah, wear your helmet. I was okay, yeah, I'll wear my helmet. So yeah, because I was already wearing my helmet. I really like wearing a helmet, but I like safety. So yeah, if it keeps you safe, safety is number one priority. So yeah, nothing can beat taking on safety. So after that, I came over and I told my mom, yep, let's go to the park. And it was okay. So me and my friend, he went over the park. And then I always love riding over this ramp. There's a pool house. There's this whole community pool house. So right over there. So I go through it, not through the inside, but just through the outside door of it. And I go right beside it. and I go through the like a curb of it, and then I go down, and there's like a straight way going down to this ramp that I always love to ride, and it's awesome. That ramp is cool. That ramp's really, really nice. So yeah. So once you go down to that ramp, so I go down it, like I go down it a lot. So I came up to it, went and did it. So right after that, I went and did it, and I remember hearing this huge like noise, like my tire, like it was cutting off my tire, kind of like a thing like that. I was like, oh no, please, no, my tire, do not break. So right, I went down. I remember hearing this noise, yeah, like I told you, and my phone just falling off. I just hear that, just like my phone just straight on, slapping face down on the concrete on the road. And the ironic thing about that was, it was 2 feet away from a gutter, a drainage gutter, and I was like, oh my gosh, please no. And I was just kind of happy at the same time, but I wasn't even happy at all. So, but it was ironic that it did not go in there. Like, you know, if it falls in that drain, you're basically like throwing money, like you're basically throwing $800 down the drain. So yeah, so it is really expensive. An iPhone 6s is really, really expensive. So I had a Tough Armor case on there. Tough Armor, I love their cases. They're like the best cases ever. They never fail on me. So like, I wasn't too panicked, but I was still panicked at the same time. So I was like, please, do not drop, do not break. I was like, do not drop. I was like, do not break, please, do not crack. I was just hoping, and I was just praying, hopefully it did not crack. And then I flipped over, and then my friend was like there. He's like, dude, was that your phone? And then everyone at the park was already looking to see what happened. Like, there was some other people at the park. There's just other kids there. They're just staring at that phone. And then once I picked it up, I was like, I just remember just putting my thumb up. I was like, yes! And I'm just screaming in excitement, yes, it's not cracked, it's good. And I'm just seriously saying, it's good. And then those other people are like kind of clapping, but they like kind of had their smile at their face. It was pretty funny. So yeah, and I'm happy that my phone didn't break. So yeah, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to punch that like button and subscribe. So yeah, I'm going to be doing way more future videos of this. So if you enjoyed, be sure to punch that like button and subscribe. This is Taking